on a planet that is sick, that is aching, that is ailing, and that is deteriorating. Do us humans really hope and believe that we can live happy and healthy on this? In our 3D reality, our planet is our closest connection. We get our lives, we get our energy, we get our nourishment, and in fact, we get our entire physical body from this very planet. And when our consciousness leaves this 3D reality, we return our bodies to this planet. Yet, we choose to consider it as a non-living entity on the very planet on which we have been surviving and thriving for hundreds of thousands of years. We choose to consider it as a non-living, as an inert, as a consciousless entity, and we believe that we can exploit it infinitely till the planet depletes and deteriorates. And somehow we feel that there is some kind of might when we triumph over the nature. Development is very, very important, but the definition of development, that by destroying nature and replacing it with artificial means of living, if that is the development's definition in the modern era, we are headed for some very, very serious trouble. That is not how we are supposed to live. Development is important, but there should be a balance. It should not be out of proportion. And more important than that, we need to change the mindset that there is some might, that there is some triumph when we crush the nature and replace it with concrete. There is some sense of pride and dignity for us humans to do that. That is a totally false and delusionary sense of victory or triumph. The real victory will be when we learn to balance our natural resources with the development we are doing in a way that our planet becomes healthier. It starts healing itself and healing us. When we are on a planet which is sick, which is devoid of natural resources, which is aching, which is ailing, we simply cannot expect to live happy and healthy. It is the most logical thing on earth. It is totally rational to think that if our home is not in a proper shape or in proper condition, then we cannot live happy, we cannot live healthy. Our lives will not be fulfilling. Getting so many materialistic gains, getting so many scientific achievements, achieving so much in terms of human evolution, are we happy? Are we really prospering? Are we healthy? Ask yourself this, and you'll know the answer, that we are not. We are still struggling. We are surviving more than ever. And we are feeling more insecure than we have ever did in our past. Despite there being no wars, despite our struggles in jungles ending, despite us living in well-guarded cities, despite us having comfortable and luxurious lives, we are feeling the most threatened ever. We are among the unhappiest generations that have existed on this planet. And the reason for that is simple. We have forgot to balance our lives. We have forgot to find the proper meaning of our existence. And we have got a false sense of pride in destroying the nature. Look at the rainfalls. At places there are droughts. And next month, same place would be having floods. And because we don't have proper management system, we won't be able to store the flood waters, and we won't be able to manage droughts when they come. And because we are destroying nature, the rainfall patterns are becoming really haphazard. And the weather patterns have changed drastically. There is no cyclical and systematic pattern of weathers. And that is leading rise to evolution, and rather you can say thriving and growing of viruses and pathogens. The COVID-19 virus, it's not going away. And the reason is simple, because it is finding environment which is suitable for them. An environment which is harmful and downgrading our body's defense mechanism or immunity. And that is why this novel coronavirus is just spreading and increasing its effectiveness every single day. And us humans are suffering because we live on a earth, on a version of our planet which is not suitable for our immunity, for our body strength. And we are physically, emotionally, spiritually weak right now. And it is making full use of that. It is exploiting our weaknesses. and it is thriving on that. So until and unless we just learn to balance the planet and start healing the planet, we won't be able to create conditions which are happy and which are healing for us, which are healthy for us, and conditions which are really not good for pathogens and harmful agents. People may say that yes, pathogens have always existed. People may say that development has started way back, but have such weather disturbances been there? I live in northern part of India, and for months and months we had clouds over our cities and everywhere, but not even a single drop of rain. And the reason is simple: because we don't have sufficient greenery or plantation to bring down rains. And when this weather pattern gets absurd, it gets unsystematic, definitely we do start suffering. We do start bearing the consequences. It is the most logical thing on this earth, which we humans tend to believe it's an illogical and backward kind of concept. It is something for the less educated to be close to the nature or environment. That bias still somewhere exists in our subconscious even now. And that is why we choose to live in air-conditioned homes, and we tend to feel happy when trees are being cut down, and we feel that is real progress and that is real development when we get concrete roads in place of natural light and natural trees and natural air, fresh air, clean air, and apart from that, clean fresh drinking water and organic food. Something which was like the norm 100 years back, it was taken for granted 100 years back, is now something of a luxury. Very rich people are consuming those things nowadays. So we have to see how much distracted we have been in understanding our own in our own good, and we have started to believe that harming our planet, the very source of our life and existence, is not self-harm. Somehow we are delusional that it is our growth, and we have begun to see the consequences. So to truly heal ourselves, we need to heal our planet first. We need to heal the earth first. Only then we'll be able to heal ourselves completely. Have a great day.